Free Yourself by Gary John. Many people find themselves victims of a constant cycle of internal gossip. They begin to make judgments, like telling yourself in terrible silence and low whispers that you are a failure. You are stupid, you are lazy, and other expressions of frustration. This emptiness that each of us goes through at recurring moments in our lives. It affects us so much because we spend so much time believing what we hear from ourselves. We dive into the emptiness, and this emptiness grows little by little, all the more our inability to confront ourselves and the failure to get out of this big curse. Despite all this whisper that we ourselves are looking at all the time, resistance remains a form of self-defense. That's why don't look for any answer outside of yourself. The answer is you and yourself. People spend their whole life waiting for the night, but they don't realize all the time that they are the night. Your whole life is waiting for you to finally appear. The inner whisper to the soul that you are a failure is what turns your life into hell, so resist it. What keeps a person from achieving their goals is that there is something that gets in the way of their internal movement so that they can't move forward. And when you are ready to live the life you want, you will feel that inner freedom running through your veins. Similarly, when you're not ready, you'll feel something turning your life into slow motion that puts weight on you and pressure on your chest. You must always say I am ready, but you turn into a victim every time you add a word but to your sentence. It means that a person controls his fate, or is ruled by his fate. Life will not wait for us if we stop excuses or justify our attitudes and behaviors. Life will not stop if we are afraid or doubtful, simply because it will continue where it has been directed without paying attention to us, and the show will go on whether we play a certain role or ignore the play. So, the first delaying formula each of us should learn is I'm ready. Insisting without creating excuses is what sets us free. The turning points in a person's life are those moments in which a person declares victory over themselves and all the obstacles that stand in their way. In order to be a winner in all the obstacles you face in the present reality, a transformation is meant to move you from a place of stillness to a place of perpetual motion. Look for lines that connect you to everything that touches success, and motivate yourself more and more to achieve that goal. Remind yourself of the days you missed meetings and the days you didn't go to the gym, and also remind yourself that you need to take the blanket off of failure and put the suit on of success. In other words, you have to admit that you are basically designed to win, and that you are actually capable of doing the things you set out to do. The strength of the mind is the indomitable force. Being committed to winning is the path to success. What a person needs to know in this life is that grumbling and complaining is not a solution in every case. Your life is certainly not the life of a child starving in the streets of a poor country or living through the tragedy of war in a country of the world. Also, your life will not be as difficult as that lived by ancient man or before the advent of advanced means of transportation and communication. This confirmed that psychological satisfaction and self-confidence are endless treasures. We need only to make simple comparisons to discover the wonder. We only see small parts of people's lives while always remembering our problems that others do not see. We need to stop complaining and looking for justifications. Just be connected to your real life instead of talking about your life. That's saturated talk from your emotions and feelings. This alone will help you put things in perspective and face life and its problems from a position of strength and weaken the negativity that has been destroying your life. Staying away from complaining is another way of life.